Welcome to Kids TV 5088. Today, we're going on a magical adventure with a very special little bear named Barnaby. Once upon a time, in a cozy, sun-dappled corner of the Whispering Woods, lived a fluffy brown bear named Barnaby. Barnaby wasn't just any bear. He had a heart full of curiosity and paws that were always ready for an adventure. His best friend was a little bluebird named Pip, who had the sweetest song in the entire forest. One sunny morning, Barnaby was trying to balance a wobbly stack of acorns, trying to build the tallest acorn tower ever. "Just one more," he mumbled, placing an acorn carefully on top. But wobble, wobble, crash. The tower tumbled down. Pip chirped from a branch above. "Don't worry, Barnaby. We can build it again." Barnaby just sighed, his furry shoulders slumping. "I wanted to build something amazing, Pip. Something no one has ever seen before." Suddenly, a shimmering rainbow-colored butterfly fluttered past Barnaby's nose. It wasn't like any butterfly he had ever seen. It sparkled as if it were dusted with tiny stars. "Wow!" Barnaby gasped, his acorn tower completely forgotten. The butterfly danced in the air, looping and twirling, as if beckoning him to follow. "Pip, did you see that?" he exclaimed. Pip swooped down, his blue feathers ruffling with excitement. "I've never seen a butterfly like that. It's like a flying rainbow." The butterfly floated towards a part of the woods Barnaby had never explored before. A place where the trees grew thick and the sunlight barely touched the ground. "Come on, Pip!" Barnaby cried, his adventurous spirit ignited. "Let's follow it." And so, with Pip flying just ahead, Barnaby bounded after the magical creature, ready for whatever lay ahead. The butterfly led them deeper and deeper into the woods, past giant moss-covered trees and over babbling brooks. The air grew cooler and smelled of damp earth and sweet flowers. Soon they arrived at a clearing they had never seen before. In the center of the clearing stood an enormous ancient oak tree. Its branches twisted towards the sky like giant welcoming arms, and nestled amongst its roots was a small round door painted bright red. The rainbow butterfly landed gently on the door's golden handle and then, with a final shimmer, vanished completely. Barnaby and Pip stared in awe. "A door ... in a tree?" Barnaby whispered, his eyes wide. He had never seen anything so peculiar. Pip fluttered nervously. "I don't know, Barnaby. What if someone grumpy lives in there?" Barnaby's curiosity was too strong to be stopped. He took a deep breath, reached out a furry paw, and gently turned the golden handle. Creak! The little red door swung open, revealing a tunnel that spiraled down into the earth. It wasn't dark and scary, though. The walls of the tunnel glowed with a soft, warm light, like hundreds of captured fireflies. "It's beautiful!" Pip chirped, bravely flying a little way inside. Barnaby, feeling braver with his friend by his side, followed him in. The tunnel was like a slide, and they whooshed downwards, laughing all the way. They landed softly on a pile of moss at the bottom. When they looked up, their jaws dropped. They were in a huge, sparkling cavern. The ceiling was covered in glowing crystals of every color, casting rainbow patterns all around them. In the center of the cavern was a pond of crystal-clear water that shimmered with an inner light. It was the most magical place they had ever imagined. As they explored the cavern, they noticed something floating in the middle of the glowing pond. It was a single perfect seed, glowing with a gentle, pulsating light. "What do you think that is, Pip?" Barnaby asked, inching closer to the water's edge. "It looks ... special," Pip tweeted, circling above it. As Barnaby looked at the seed, he felt a strange, warm feeling in his heart. He remembered his tumble-down acorn tower and his wish to build something amazing. He felt that this seed was the answer. Carefully, he scooped the glowing seed out of the water. It felt warm and smooth in his paw. "We have to plant it, Pip," Barnaby said with determination. "I have a feeling this seed will grow into something wonderful." They carefully carried the precious seed back up the glowing tunnel and out of the magical tree. Barnaby knew the perfect spot to plant the seed. It was a sunny little patch right in front of his cozy den, where he could watch it every day. He dug a small hole with his paws, placed the seed gently inside, and covered it with earth. Pip flew to the nearby stream, and brought back beakfuls of water to give the seed its first drink. "Now we wait," Barnaby said, sitting back on his haunches. They waited and watched. They watched as the sun rose, and they watched as the moon cast its silvery light over the woods. For a whole day, nothing happened. Barnaby started to feel a little disappointed. "Maybe it won't grow, Pip," he said sadly. Pip perched on his shoulder and nuzzled his fur. "Just be patient, Barnaby. Magical things take time," and Pip was right. On the morning of the second day, a tiny green sprout poked its head out of the soil. Barnaby cheered. They watched, mesmerized, as the sprout grew and grew ... and grew. It grew faster than any plant they had ever seen. It spiraled upwards, twisting and turning, and soon little buds began to appear all over it. The buds weren't for flowers, though. As they opened, they revealed not petals, but tiny sweet-smelling cookies. There were chocolate chip cookies, oatmeal raisin cookies, and even cookies with colorful sprinkles. The plant had grown into a magnificent cookie tree. "Pip, look!" Barnaby shouted with glee. "It's a cookie tree!" "We grew a cookie tree!" Pip nibbled on a sprinkle cookie. "It's the most delicious tree in the whole world," Barnaby said, his mouth full. News of the amazing cookie tree spread quickly through the whispering woods. Soon, all their friends came to see it. There was a wise old owl, a family of cheerful squirrels, and even a shy little hedgehog. Barnaby didn't keep the tree to himself. He invited everyone to share. "There's plenty for everybody," he announced happily. The forest animals gathered around, laughing and sharing the delicious cookies. Barnaby had never felt so happy. He hadn't just built something amazing. He had grown something that brought everyone together. He realized that the best adventures are the ones you can share with your friends. As the sun set, casting a golden glow over the happy scene, Barnaby looked at his cookie tree, his heart full of joy. It was the most wonderful creation in the entire Whispering Woods. What an incredible adventure. Barnaby learned that with a little patience and a lot of heart, you can grow something truly magical. We hope you enjoyed our story today. Don't forget to like this video if you had fun, subscribe to KIDS TV 5088 for more amazing adventures, and share it with your friends so they can join in on the fun too. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.